And would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Jennifer Timmons, also known as Aunt Jen.
Aunt Jen. Aunt Jen is going to recap a couple games for us before we get started here.
I think I'm going to give you some stuff on the game of the week, which is Curry Yellow Jackets versus the Hamilton Aggies. And after a really interesting start, the first half was definitely dominated by the Aggies, starting with a 70-yard touchdown.
Oh, wow.
Bringing the Aggies to a really early lead. And then the second quarter saw an interception by Curry's lackey and gave some hope to the Yellow Jackets. Go Jackets. But the Aggies quickly answered with a 78-yard touchdown pass, bringing them back to the lead there. Heath Miller's touchdown and point after score. Sorry, I'm reading my notes because I was keeping up with everything over there on 88.5 next door. Interesting game because I was really pulling for our home team. But the Jackets, they got a little hope and got on the board at 28-6 with that.
Yeah.
And then the Aggies continued to strike back and ended the first half with a 41-7 lead over our beloved Curry Yellow Jackets.
Ouch, yeah, tough first half.
Yeah, and then after some back and forth action in the third, Sickles got a quarterback sneak play in. The kick was good, and so the Jackets were still in the game at that point, with 41-14 being the score. Aggies continued to answer, though, with a 73-yard touchdown run by Mason Holloway, a name that, if you've been following this really interesting football season so far in this region, Mason Holloway is a name to follow.
He's a guy.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a name to follow, definitely. So that brings us into the fourth quarter. The Aggies leading this matchup over the Jackets 48-14. Touchdown for Martinez, though, for Curry by Martinez, and Miller, Heath Miller, again with a point after. A little bit confusing there. There were some calls, but that brought it to 48-21 to finish up that matchup. The game of the week on WJBE.
Yes.
Yeah, 88.5. So
88.5.
we've got you covered, Walker County sports fans, whether it's 101.5 or 88.5. Listen in. We're loving doing this, and we really say go everything Walker County sports.
Well said. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And
first time, thanks.
Yeah, and she's done so much. I mean, it looks a little decimated here because we've been eating on it.
We've been snacking.
I'm a charcuterie board, and she's in there running game. I mean, incredible. So thank you so much for everything.
Here at 101.5.
Yes,
All right, so
absolutely.
I'm going to turn it over to Patrick.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Well-
Taking my big notebook, and
Well,
I'm
I'm-
ready for next week, game of the week. Check it out.
Well, please,
And
again, hop on
definitely-
next week if you'd like
Yeah,
to.
Jasper
We'd love that.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Thanks, y'all.
Well,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you, and thank you for
Thanks.
everything you do.
Enjoy
See you
the
soon.
snack.
We will. Thank you so much, and welcome, James Patrick Hanna. You have just arrived from the Jasper High School game yourself. I headed out a little early. You stayed for the entire time they're filming, and let's talk a little bit about that game as well. We just heard about the WJBE game of the week. And how about the Vikings now 5-0?
Man, I tell you, it was very exciting to be able to kind of have them pull this out. Athens never quit. They never quit. They were very physical. They had a very good quarterback that, there was a lot of questions wondering if he could pass the ball because, all you heard about all week and then from film sessions that you watch is how much this team likes to run the ball. And so that was something that was good to be able to see that he could throw, and he had a very good arm on him. Jasper really kind of pulled things out there, and then it was just pretty awesome. Our student body was fired up the entire ball game.
Oh, man.
When I was getting out of there, they were just waiting to get on the field with their teammates to be able to really just celebrate a hard-fought victory. Lincoln Smothers was kind of back on track. It's bad that 200 yards of total offense for Lincoln Smothers is a down game from last week, but he stepped it back up and was back to his game. Mekhi Pledger had some good runs there. Defense, bend didn't break. A lot of times, there was one that with the help of the officials on a couple of calls, gave Athens a score there. But that's a huge win.
Yes.
I think, if I'm thinking correctly, that should lock Jasper into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's going to be that. That was for that third spot.
Yeah, yes.
At least. At the
Yeah,
minimum.
so that
yes.
kind of has them there, and I think they need to win maybe 2 more to kind of secure, I think, home field for the first round.
Yes.
So that was huge. That was
Yeah.
huge right there. And
It
so
was. And sorry, I was taking a call while you were saying all that, and you may have mentioned this, but like I said, I know you mentioned McCoy played a 10th touchdown already.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
That's averaging 2 a game.
Mm-hmm.
When you also have such a run-heavy quarterback, that's impressive as the running
Oh
back.
yeah,
to
yeah,
get in the end zone
exactly.
like that.
And Zion Koger, I mean, he had some
Yeah.
good touches in there as well. And kudos. They don't get a lot of credit, but that offensive line is very impressive.
It is.
I mean, we're always going to be undersized. We're the smallest team in
Yeah.
6A, but their grit and it's just unreal.
Yeah, I think that's something, if you're watching the live stream, and certainly if you're hearing the radio version, you don't really realize that our line does not have a whole lot of size on it.
No.
But they have been in the weight room and have gotten so strong and play so hard it doesn't really matter. Every game I've kind of been secretly kind of tense, like, oh, is this the week that we're going to come across somebody huge? And we've came across some big guys now, and
Yeah.
it hasn't mattered. And that's so impressive,
It's,
in my opinion.
Yeah, it's very impressive. And when I was leaving, I was behind the Athens coaches that were in the box next to our radio station. And they were sitting there saying, I can't believe Jasper's line and how aggressive
Yeah.
they are.
That's awesome.
I mean, they were just so complimentary. And I was just kind of sitting back, and I started walking a little bit slower because I want to hear more about what they say, because
Right.
the O-line don't get much credit.
Yeah,
Everybody's
yeah.
always talking because Smothers and Pledger and Kroger couldn't do what they do if
Right.
it wasn't for that offensive line.
And a lot of times when that offensive line does come up, it is about them being undersized. And
Yeah.
yeah. So that's really cool to hear.
I mean, and especially with how good Athens has been these past couple of years.
right.
and
And they're
one-
not a bad team by any means this year.
None.
either.
They're none. I think they were actually ranked, I think, in the top 10, I think, this week. I think they were like number 8.
Okay.
I think is what I remember seeing on Max Preps. But one other thing that was kind of cool, and I did some research on this, and I think I might have shared it with you, was this is, I think, the first year that there wasn't a Reeves on the Athens sideline. And the Reeves have kind of got a big line of heritage and stuff that's been there. And I know Coach Reeves had started his coaching career there before he went to the collegiate aspect. But that was just something that I thought was pretty cool, that it's the first time in like 30 or 40 years
Right.
that a Reeves haven't been on that sideline.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk more about Jasper, and we're going to look for some of those other scores, but we have to take a break really fast. It's going to be a little bit of a longer break, maybe 2 minutes or so we can try to get some more scores in, or at least get some updates, talk about those games, because the Jasper game, for those who don't know, ended way earlier than any other game this week. We got to halftime, finished halftime before anybody else got to halftime.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of those games are still wrapping up. We're going to look at those, see where they're at, see if we can get some information. We'll be right back right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show. And welcome back to the WJLX Scoreboard Show. And Patrick, I don't know about you, but I feel like I am my head's in a million places right now.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you trying to multitask.
We are taking phone calls and getting scores and looking for updates. Patrick's doing a great job surfing the web right now, trying to find some of those. We did have a caller that gave us an update though on one of the finals. Patrick, I'm going to borrow this for just a second.
Yeah, go for it, brother.
Of course, Jasper did win 30-13, but we did just get a call about the Cordova and Good Hope game. Now that game did not go in Cordova's favor. Good Hope won 34-6, and perhaps more importantly, and we were not here to confirm this, but we have been told that a defensive player for Cordova was had a scary injury, I should say, and was taken off the field on a stretcher. Sounded like a scary report, and just know that we are praying for that player. Quick recovery. Hopefully, he is. It's nothing as scary as it looked. Okay, we talked a little bit about Jasper. We just got the score for Cordova. We're going to take another quick break because we are really close on a couple more scores, and we'll be right back to talk that as well as some NFL, college football later on. But let's get these scores in real fast right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show. And we are back on the air on WJLX. This is the Scoreboard Show. I'm Nick Norris, with me, the great Patrick Hanna, and he is tearing it up right now, getting all of our scores together, and we are so close to having them all. He is writing one more down right here, and then we're going to go through the ones that we have. Now, not every game, it seems, is final, but it seems like almost all of them are or are getting there. We're still waiting on a couple more, so I will read those out in just a moment, those that we are needing. But, of course, Jasper had a great game tonight, going 5-0 for the first time since – did we figure out when the last time they went 5-0 was?
2019, I think, was the final year, and that's when they went on a run for a 10-0 regular season, and that's when they made it to the third round of the playoffs.
Wow. Okay, so looking good.
Yeah, looking real good.
All right.
Let's see if history can repeat itself.
We surely hope so. A few other scores we have tonight, and we mentioned this one already. This one is final. Good Hope beats Cordova 34-6. There was a injury during that game. We do not want to get into the specifics of the player's name or the injury, but we are keeping our the player in our prayers tonight and hoping for a quick recovery. Our game of the week. Hamilton beats Curry 48-21. You listen to that one over there on WJBE, and I'm sure those guys did a great job. Hopefully they're coming to join us tonight, Brian and Zach. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from them, but I hope that they do. The last time we caught up with Dora was in the fourth, and Fultondale was leading 22-14. We will get you that final as soon as possible. Some other games that our last updates were at halftime. Vinemont was up 29-0 over Carbon Hill. Hanceville was up 48-6 over Oakman, and Cold Springs was beating Winston County 20-12. Patrick, these the Waterloo, Meek, and Addison Hackleburg games, are those final?
Yes.
Perfect. So we do have two more final scores for us. Meek beat Waterloo bad 64-6, and I am so happy for Coach Evans there.
Yes.
Yet another big win.
Another big win.
Absolutely. And then number 6, Addison beats number 5, Hackleburg 46-16. I don't see anybody stopping Addison.
Well, and the thing about Addison is they're throwing the ball a lot more than what they've done in the past. They've normally been a run-heavy team.
Right.
And Coach Hastings is airing it out over there. So you don't know you can't load the box on them like you normally, because, I mean, a defensive coordinator, if they know they're going up against Addison, they're loading the box and going to force the quarterback to throw, but they've got a guy that can sling it.
And I'm sure they haven't sacrificed any of that physicality either.
Oh, so. No, they haven't.
Yeah, so when they are up to run the ball, I'm sure it's it's even more brutal now without having everybody loaded in the box there. Incredible stuff from Addison. Another game that was supposed to happen tonight. This one was forfeited. Lynn was supposed to travel to Summerton Christian for a game tonight. Of course, Summerton Christian had to scrap their varsity schedule in favor of a JV schedule. They are scheduled to play a game next week, the Eagles. So Lynn gets an easy, free win there. Well, we're waiting on a few more scores to go final. We will talk about the game last night in the National Football League. Buffalo taking care of Miami 31-21. That game looks closer than the final score for quite some time. Of course, the Dolphins fell apart there toward the end, and a very big Tua interception sealed the deal there.
Yeah, I hate it for the Dolphins because, for the past couple of years, they have been the show to watch on offense.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with Waddle, and then, I think last year they had Beckman in the slot, and then you have Tyreek Hill on the outside.
Right.
And so you really had to go man-to-man coverage on them. You couldn't double up anybody. But, man, that offense has just been struggling this year, and it's just been so painful to watch.
It really has. I don't remember what the point spread was, but I remember looking at it and being like, oh, that is large for an NFL game.
Oh, yeah.
Going into the game.
Yeah, most definitely, because, a lot of people thought the Bills were going to be down this year.
Right.
And so that's one reason why that spread was so big. But the Bills are showing that, hey, we're still one of the top teams in the AFC.
Oh,
and
yeah.
With how the Chiefs have been coming out playing, it could come down to them and the Ravens.
Yeah. And that was a great game. We
Yeah.
had that earlier in the season, week 1.
Exactly.
College football, we had a game last night. Rice beat Charlotte 28-17. I'm sure everybody tuned into that one.
Well, we used to have somebody from Jasper that played at Rice.
Really?
Brody Vincent was a defensive lineman here and was playing D-line over at Rice. I don't know if he's still there or not, but I know that's where he signed right out of high school.
Oh, wow.
So that's a
There you go.
little shout out there to Brody Vincent. Had him when he was at West Jasper Elementary and then kind of went with him a little bit there in athletics. So he's a good kid, smart kid.
Shout out to him and shout out to the Rice Owls there. Tonight, we also had a couple college football games. I'll pull up those scores. First of which, Tulsa and Oklahoma. Let's check in on that one.
Oklahoma State.
Yes, Oklahoma State, because Auburn has Oklahoma.
Yeah, we had the Norman.
That's right. That's right. And we'll talk about that game as well. Right now, Tulsa is trailing Oklahoma State. I'm sorry, Tulsa is leading Oklahoma State 19-12 with a little over 3 minutes left in the game. Another game going on, Iowa and Rutgers. Another close one. This one has nearly a full quarter left, though, and Iowa's winning 24-21.
That's a lot of points for an Iowa team. They're normally those defensive and low-scoring games.
Yeah.
So that's a little offensive there for Iowa.
Well, while we're waiting, I don't want us to go to another commercial just yet and just be scrambling. So let's give our teams a little bit more time to get their scores submitted, and let's go ahead and look at the college football slate tomorrow. UAB is traveling to number 15 Tennessee. Want to know the point spread on that one?
49?
38.5 in Tennessee's favor.
Oh, well, I was close. I'm not a math major.
There you go. There you go. You are close.
I was close.
Number 22, Auburn, is at number 11, Oklahoma. Oklahoma is a 6.5-point favorite.
This one is really going to tell what Auburn really has this year. And as an Auburn fan, a lot of the questions that I had about our quarterback play, I've kind of had answered. But the only thing that haven't seen is we haven't seen Jackson Arnold be able to be consistent in the run and pass in the same game. You've seen some games where he's done it with his feet. There's been some games that he's done it with his arm. But, the full package is what's really made Hugh Freeze's offense really kind of explode this year. I mean, Jeremiah Cobb has picked up the load from Damari Alston being out with an injury for a couple weeks. Alston should be back this week to be able to play to kind of take some of that load off. And so there'll be some packages where you got both of them and Arnold back there, kind of like what you see with Jasper. You don't know where the ball's going to go in that run-pass option. And so, I really think it's hard to play in Oklahoma. It's one of the toughest places to be able to play. I think it's number 6, on the toughest place to be able to play. And Jackson Arnold, it's his former team. Right. So there's a lot of hype in this game. 6, that spread's about right. And I hope Auburn's on the right side of the win column on that one. But I wouldn't be surprised if it might be one that they drop, but a lot of times you need to get that L just to be able to, take a little bit of that pressure off, because everybody's like, oh, when they going to get it? When they going to get it? And I'd rather get it now than later, because that could be a difference in you being able to go conference title or to a playoff.
Right, sure. In Oklahoma, of course, that's going to be an SEC game. And there'll be a lot of eyes on it because Alabama does not play tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you're going to get everybody in the state. That game will not have any.
Because all the eyes will be on Bama next week.
That's right. That's right. Some more games tomorrow, and we're not going to go through the point spreads on all these, but Arkansas is at Memphis. Tulane is at number 13, Ole Miss. North Illinois is at Mississippi State. South Carolina is at number 23, Missouri.
Ooh.
Florida is at number 4, Miami. I will read the point spread on this one. Miami is a 7.5-point favorite over the Gators.
Everybody likes to make jokes about Florida and how they're struggling and when is Napier going to be fired. We both are coaches, and we know what pressure mounts. But, bless it, the road doesn't get easier for Florida. They have, the second toughest schedule in the country that they're playing. And on that Ole Miss one, their quarterback's going to be out. Simmons is going to be out for that game. So they're going with a backup quarterback in that game in Ole Miss. But I think Miami will be able to pull it out. Carson Beck has got I don't think he's lost to Florida.
Yeah,
I don't think he has.
Yeah.
So, that plays in Miami's favor as well. So, I think Miami will end up being declared the king of Florida. and also because I think they have beaten. I don't think they've played Florida State yet,
Right.
but I know they beat South Florida, and so I think they'll get a W on this one as well.
All right. Well, we are going to find out tomorrow. Georgia State is at number 20, Vandy. Southeast Louisiana is at number 3, LSU. And then Sam Houston is at number 8, Texas. A few other games outside of the SEC of note. Just a couple here. 17, Texas Tech is at number 16, Utah. And the Utes are a 3.5-point favorite. And number 9, Illinois is at number 19, Indiana. And the Indiana Hoosiers are a 6.5-point favorite. So a few good games tomorrow. Not a whole lot of ranked matchups, but some interesting matchups nonetheless. Okay, we're going to take another break. Hopefully some of these scores are in and final at this point. We're going to take a look at that, and we'll be right back right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show. And we are back. Patrick has done it. We have all the final scores now. And
Yes,
we're going
we
to
do.
go through them here. Now, we talked about Jasper and Athens. Jasper got their 5th win, 5-0, over Athens, 30-13. And we had our game of the week over on WJBE, and that game went in Hamilton's favor, 48-21 over Curry. Good Hope beats Cordova, 34-6. Fultondale beats Dora, 29-14. Vinemont defeats Carbon Hill, 38-6. Oakman, this is a correction from earlier. We apologize. We had this score flipped. The final score, Oakman is 62, Hanceville 13.
Sorry, Wildcat Nation. That's my fault.
The Wildcats win big, not lose big. Correction on that one. We apologize. Cold Springs beats Winston County 44-18. Lynn got an easy win with the forfeit over Summit and Christian. Meek beats Waterloo 64-6. And Addison, number 6 Addison, I should say, beats number 5 Hackleburg 46-16. And that is all of your finals for Walker County and your Winston County teams. If you have any other teams you would like to hear from, we can pull up that information for you. You can call us at 221-2222. You can also comment on our Facebook live stream. You can ask for a score. You can leave a score. You can leave a player you'd like to shout out, a band performance, a cheerleader, a crazy fan. Anything you want to let us know about, we are happy to share right here on WJLX.
Well, I'll tell you, the halftime shows at Jasper tonight were awesome.
They were extravagant.
Athens was amazing, with their performance, and then Jasper premiered their whole show and had new uniforms, and
those look
everything.
great.
So I mean, it looked awesome from both sides.
I'll tell you, the kids were so excited. They were talking about that in class all day. They're like, "Oh, we got new uniforms. You got to come see
Yeah.
our new uniform." And they looked fantastic. I mean, yeah, Jasper's band and Athens as well. I mean, college level essentially. I'm going to take this call, Patrick, if you want to.
Yeah, and that's another thing that was just amazing, because if you were tuning in to WJLX, they had a wonderful halftime aspect going on. And so one thing that happened, it was hard for us to be able to do our comments and stuff for the halftime report, because it was just pretty, amazing sounds out there, and we just kind of stopped and listened to all the bands perform. And so just a wonderful shout out to both bands. They did a great job. And just a plug, Walker County Night of Bands is going to be this Tuesday at Cairo Gambrell Field. So if you're not doing anything on Tuesday night, come out and support the local bands. All the bands are going to be there performing and showing all their halftime shows as well. So that was just amazing to be able to see in that aspect. And so, I also got a comment on here, and we'll probably get to this here in a few minutes, is people were wondering who won the pick'em this week between myself and Nick and Brian and Zach. And we're going to get to that here in a little bit. And if you're a coach that's out there listening and you want to be able to kind of talk about the game, or if there's some fans out there that just want to talk about what went on in all of our games that were going on this week, feel free just to be able to give us a call in, comment on our live stream that we have going on, and we'll be glad to share those with you as well. And we'll also be talking about the scores that will be kind of going for the games, the games that will be going on next week as well. And just a couple of games for the 6A Region 7. We had Muscle Shoals win big, and we also had Hartselle win big as well. So, but Nick, one comment that I had somebody give is they want to know who won our pick'em this week.
That's a great question. And while I pull up that notebook, we did just have Stefan call in, and he asked for a few scores, and I'll just pass these scores along as well. He asked for the Parker score. Our last update, and I believe this is actually live, being updated live. Parker was losing in the third quarter, 19-7. We also he had another question about Hoover. And Hoover, this game is also not final just yet, but they are losing 23-14 to Prattville. And Thompson beat Oak Mountain 41-0 in its second region win there. And Brian Hell has just joined us.
The Jedi Master has arrived.
That's a charcuterie board. We made it for you.
Yeah. We thought you'd be hungry.
But what's that?
Oh, that's not supposed to be there.
Well,
That's-
y'all don't have to wipe your nose on stuff. We got stuff to.
That's the dessert.
Is
Okay.
this on?
Yes, it is
Yeah,
on.
you're on.
Okay. Well, this thing's. What did y'all do to it?
It was a wild celebration, man.
My goodness.
Well, tell us about your game tonight while I look for these scores I have.
Well, I tell you what, Hamilton is very formidable. I do not know who's going to come out on that in that region, in between them, Good Hope and Fayette County. But that quarterback for Hamilton, he's a blazer. I mean, the kid is, if he can get his throwing power down some, my goodness. And then on top of that, his scrambling ability is just nasty. They have a chance to do something really good. And normally, I usually say that with Hamilton, and I'm kind of iffy because I'm kind of like, well, they need home assistance. No, they don't. This year, they can get it done on the road just as much as they can do it at home.
Our pick'em this year was for the Oakman game, correct?
Oakman
For
Hinsville.
this week. Okay, we all picked Oakman. The scores that we predicted, Brian, you said 49-0.
Mm-hmm.
Our good friend Zach, is he coming in tonight?
No.
Okay.
He said he'll probably call in. But
Okay, that'd be great. We'd love that. Zach picked 54-6 Oakman. Patrick, you said 49-21, and I said 42-14.
So that means Zach's wins.
Zach is getting a free dinner. There you go. All right. Where are we going next week? We'll figure that out in the break.
Yeah.
And we'll also figure out what game we're going to pick before Zach gets on the phone, if he is able to call us here in a little bit. We also may have another caller here in just a moment. If you want to go ahead and set that up, maybe, Patrick, see if that's available right now.
Yeah, I shot him a text and waiting to hear back from him.
what about
Believe it's
Winston
all right.
County Curry next week for our pick'em?
Winston County Curry?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
We're picking right now? We can do it.
Yeah, we
if
can
y'all
pick right
want to.
now.
Let me write it down.
Winston County Curry.
Yeah, we haven't looked at next week's game, so that'll be good to segue into as well. Winston County Curry.
Let's see. I'm going to go with Yellow Jacket Nation. I think that Curry is going to hang with them, and it's going to be a close one. I'm going to go 21-17 Curry.
21-17 Curry. Brian?
I'm going to go Curry also, and I'm going to say it's close, but I think it's going to be a lot more high scoring than that. I'm going to say Curry 36-34.
36-34 Curry. Well, I'm going to say Winston County, but I'm going to say it's also a close pull out there. I'm going to say 30-28 Winston County.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Zach, when you phone in, you got to tell us your score, pal.
That's right. And hopefully he will here in just a few minutes, if he's able to. If not, he can always text it into us.
Yeah.
And we will we'll be happy to take it that way as well. Tell us about, I know you mentioned the game tonight, but how was the call for you and Zach? Did you have a good time tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a really great call. Jen did a great job on production. We've gotten out to where we're at Curry. It's a really easy setup. Everybody's really great. Those were our really good broadcaster. And there's nothing to take away. Cordova, we have a good broadcast also, but Cordova, whereas Curry, we've got our own box in there. Cordova, we usually have to share. We're a little jammed in. We can have guests easily come in our box at Curry, which makes it a whole lot easier. I love broadcasting there.
Oh, that's awesome. And you mentioned Jen. She's actually who made the charcuterie board there.
Oh,
Nice
okay.
enough to make that for everybody. And it's very good. We've tore it up at this point, but she's killing it, man. She's bringing in food every week, and we get here with snacks. It's
Aunt
hard to
Jen's
beat.
taking care of us.
I'll
That's
tell you
right.
what.
That's right.
She did a good job to us on production tonight. I really think that she's growing it. I mean, this is only her second week to do it. She's getting really good.
She
at
came
it.
on the air and opened the show with us tonight.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That is
she
awesome.
she actually had taken pretty extensive notes
Yeah.
of your game and came out and recapped it for us. It was great.
That's what I told her. Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Don't overstress on it. Just gradually take your steps before you run.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, I hope she joins us again next week. Does the same thing because it was a lot of fun having her on, and we really appreciate her and all her work. Well, okay, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to look ahead to next week's games, maybe have a caller on the phone, and we'll be right back right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show.
We don't have many games next week.
And welcome back to the WJLX Scoreboard Show, where me and Patrick are joined here by Brian Hill. And we were just talking about our games for next week, or maybe lack thereof.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot going on in the area. You've got a lot of teams that are taking the week off. It's that mid-season break that, you know, everybody either steps out of region competition or they just take the week off. And it's slim pickings. There's not a whole lot going on.
We got 2 games, Curry at Hamilton, Dora at Jasper. And what I'll say is, because there's only 2 games, I expect those games to be packed. Curry and Winston County. I'm sorry, Curry and Winston County. I looked at the schedule, wrote the wrong name down. And then Dora at Jasper. Hopefully those games are packed, at least the Dora at Jasper, because not a lot of games going on this week. And so hopefully everybody still is able to support a team and come see us at Jasper High School.
It's Rocco. We've been joined by Rocco.
Oh, hey, Rocco.
Rocco, his muchacho. And there's
Rocco.
Rocco's a dog, if you're...
Rocco's a dog.
But, James,
Possibly. It looks like some other creature.
why don't you show everybody Rocco?
Yeah.
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 pick Rocco
Let's
up.
let's get Rocco on the
Come
live
dude,
stream.
Rocco.
Good, bud. Come here, Rock.
Let's see.
Where's the camera at?
Right over here.
We're gonna pan it around.
Yep.
Look at Rocco.
Yeah.
See what's up. Rocco is a chick magnet, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, people will constantly be coming up and talking to you if you got Rocco with you.
Rocco looks like a bear cub.
He does
Yeah.
look like a bear cub. He's a Pomeranian.
Okay.
Smell what the rock is cooking.
Yep.
I sing songs to him like Rocco Man in the tune of Macho Man.
I thought you were going to say like Rocket Man, like Elton John.
No, I could do that as well. Or I feel like his theme song is Sexy Boy.
The Shawn Michaels version.
Well, we introduced your dog. We should probably introduce you, James, as well.
I mean, do I need an introduction?
No, of course not. James Phillips here, one of the voices of the Vikings, joining us tonight.
Look at this microphone. Let's
Yeah,
see
it's
how it
falling
is.
apart.
You know, I do have a bone to pick with you guys.
Okay.
I'm on my way here, and I hear about this pick'em thing
Yeah.
that nobody has mentioned to James Phillips. I'm only the most proficient pigskin prognosticator in the history of Walker County.
We
love
wanted,
to
You
get you
guys,
in.
I mean, are you scared to have me in it?
Yes.
Is that the thing?
well, we wanted
Terrified.
somebody else to be able to win.
Oh, well, that's probably true.
Yeah, it's
I
not
understand.
fair. Who? Let's talk about it.
Uh-oh, here we go. Let's see what happens.
I mean,
Do you want me to pick the games from tonight?
No.
Oh, okay.
We pick one game every week.
Because I could get those right.
Next week.
so
we're
if
winning.
he's the Jedi Master, are you like the Sith Lord? Since
I
we're
mean,
kind of going
you
in the
know,
Star Wars thing.
I'm not that big a nerd. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Phillips,
I'm a Skywalker, my friend.
our record was tied at the Eagle, okay?
Uh-oh. I don't know
Okay.
about that now.
Oh, I do, because I captured quite a few championships from you there, buddy.
See, I think those were the years that I was in Mississippi.
There you go.
That was the,
See,
Uh-oh.
see,
we
because Nick's Han Solo and I'm Chewbacca.
there you go. Yeah, you are definitely Chewbacca. Yes.
We've been picking Winston County and Curry.
Oh.
I'll catch you up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I'm so happy about this one.
So Patrick.
Because I was going to bring up this game.
Just wait. Just wait for the
Yeah.
picks.
Oh. What?
Just wait. Just
Okay.
wait.
Okay, Patrick picked Curry, 21-17.
Okay.
Brian picked Curry, 36-34.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yep.
I picked Winston County, 30-28.
Wow. Wow. How about that?
Yeah.
So who else picks those? Zach picking?
Zach's
too?
gonna pick, and now you're gonna pick if you would like.
Yes, I got to be in there. And let me tell you something about this game.
Zach is, by the way, asking to call in, and I'm telling him, yeah, let's go.
Yes, yeah. If he wants to call in now, I'll put him right on.
All right, let me tell you something about this game here.
If any of us can hear him, our headphones are acting weird.
Can we just go ahead and say this was supposed to be the game of the week next week?
Yeah, it was.
And have we said that already? Has anybody said
we
that?
haven't. I don't know if anybody has.
Oh, nobody has online. Oh, no. This has not been said yet. I've been waiting for this week.
Oh, look, there's a phone call.
Oh, who could it be?
The boss man.
Hello, is this Winston County?
Is it the redheaded devil?
You know,
Hold on, wait 1 second. 1 second. Let me get you on. Okay, Patrick, can you hear him? Go
Hello.
ahead, Zach. You got him? Did you call? Which number did you call? 221.
Oh, come on, Zach. You got to know to call the other number.
The secret number.
You got to call on the bat phone.
I can always put you on speaker if need be.
Yeah, I can't hear him on the headset.
Tell him to call your number, and then you can put him on speaker.
That's okay. I'm gonna put you on speaker right here. All right, go ahead, Zach. We can hear you.
All right, so I've been on the air.
You are on the air.
You're on the air. Don't cuss, Zach. You're only 15 years old.
Hey, James, you called yourself the best pigskin prognosticator.
Well, I said the most proficient pigskin prognosticator because I use alliteration. Sorry, Zach.
Wrongly. James, you're not. You're not the best. You're not.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow, I'm getting called out here.
You are being called out.
Wow.
You can't let this kid talk to you.
No,
Man.
no. I'm the one that discovered this child.
No, that's true. I do owe you a lot for giving me my start.
Yeah,
Friday.
I mean, nobody would even know your name without me.
You're like.
As long as I don't make you cry, that's good. As long as I don't make you
Yeah, and well, we're not going to talk about that right now.
like Usher and Justin Bieber without all the trauma.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, there's a lot of trauma in our lives, but not because of each other. Okay, we were talking about, Zach, you were interrupting as we were talking about Curry and Winston County, and that was supposed to be our game of the week next week. But what happened? What happened? Why is it not our game of the week next week? It's not our game of the week because we got a call from one of the coaches. I'm not going to say which coach. It wasn't the coach from Walker County, I can tell you that. But the coach didn't want us to come do the game in Double Springs. And I have no idea why, but he didn't want us to. And my guess is he didn't want us to because Curry picked up a couple of wins early in the season and looked pretty good. And then Curry hung on, and they played Cold Springs pretty well. And tonight, seems like Cold Springs took a butt whipping over there in Double Springs. And now we're not going to cover the Double Springs game against Curry because some coach didn't want us to come cover it. I mean, my goodness.
And they lost to Red Bank.
Oh my goodness! Like,
Let me
it only
win it this week.
it only makes sense to me why we're
let
not
me
going to be
just-
there. But I guess let me take a guess at who's going to win it. I'm going with Curry. Curry's going to win it. I'm going to say Curry's going to win it. Let's go 42 to 14.
Holy snikes!
Man.
All right, Zach.
And I thought I was picking a crazy score.
I'm not gonna say anything after that.
You want my
Hey,
pick,
actually, I will say I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. But all the other stuff I said was true. I do think it will be. Well, let's go about. Yeah, let's go 28 to 26. Curry wins it.
Okay.
26 Curry.
Yeah.
All right, Zach, you joining me on the Winston County bandwagon, or are you sticking with Curry?
I'm going to go with Winston County in this one.
Oh wow!
Zach.
Okay.
I have to just
Boo!
I'm not alone. You just saved my job. We'll go ahead.
Winston County.
Hey, Zach. News for you. They don't want you there.
I will say this. I got a phone call, or excuse me, a friend of mine got a phone call from Caleb Simmons, the head coach of Winston County, saying that it was nothing personal. So I'm still good with Coach Simmons. I mean, you have your problems with him. I understand.
I don't have a problem with him at all.
He's still a friend of mine, even if it's not quite so politically correct. But that's all right. I never have been very politically correct.
Guys, the little reason why I'm scared is Zach is the only person that picked Fultondale tonight to beat Durham.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Zach, what's the score? What are we going with? That's okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Are you there?
He's speechless.
Yeah,
Okay, what's the score? What's the score going to be?
the score of 40 to 14. 40 to 14.
Oh, he took your score.
He did.
Okay.
No,
40,
Winston
14,
County.
Winston County.
Wow.
The way to be good at something is to copy someone and only change it a little bit. So that's what I'm doing with James. I'm copying and changing a little bit.
I think you're factoring in that we're giving them a lot of rat poison.
Oh, we're giving them. I mean, and I do need to apologize to Coach Cordell for the rat poison, but I'm sorry. It had to be said.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of rat poison. That's dangerous. You don't want to be too rat poisony.
And honestly, it's high school football in the grand scheme of things. There's a whole lot crazier stuff going on in the world. I hope both teams play very well. I mean, I'm not. You're not. Listen, you're not getting me canceled tonight, buddy.
So you're deep down inside. I can tell James is really a nice guy, but it's really deep down inside.
Yeah. I've danced through life long enough to not get canceled, and you're not gonna make it happen tonight.
All right. Very good. Well, Zach, how did you enjoy the game tonight?
I enjoyed it. I mean, you know, considering Curry's playing Hamilton's a really good team. They're going to compete in that region. And I know it's a loss at 48-21, but that's not a terrible loss to a really good Hamilton team whose quarterback Mason Holloway had 400 yards of total offense, 6 touchdowns. You know, and I'm going to say this, the prediction now, Mason Holloway might be playing Division I football by the time his career's all said and done, but quarterback for Hamilton. So Curry was up against really an impossible task, and they played fairly well considering. So, I mean, if you're a Yellow Jacket fan, you have to be proud that your team competed. They didn't go in there and lay down. They fought hard, and in all honesty, they played pretty well.
All right. Good deal. Well, Zach, are you going to watch any college games tomorrow, or are you just going to be hanging out at the house?
No, I'm watching college football, but I tell you what, college football doesn't matter as much as the most important thing going on tomorrow. Tomorrow is an extremely important day for our world because it is Brian Hale's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Man, yeah, that's important.
And
Now
Zach said he'll now sing an extended version of Happy Birthday on air.
Yeah.
In the Nelly transition.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Well, happy early birthday. Because of that, now we're going to stick around until midnight and stay on so we can wish him right as the clock strikes.
That's right.
Do we have some fireworks?
Out of that.
Yeah.
I need some food if y'all want to stick
Brian, go
around.
get some fireworks.
It looks like you tore
Yeah.
through this.
Looking at that,
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, we got to take another break. It's been a minute. Thank you, Zach, for calling in. We'll let you go get some sleep. We appreciate you. Hopefully, we get the phones figured out again
Yeah,
next time.
that young man is definitely up past his bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired and sleepy. Hey, but you know, tomorrow I can sleep in pretty late. This is Saturday, so
There you
I'm
go.
gonna be in bed late.
All right, man. Have a good night. We appreciate you calling in.
Hey, you do appreciate it. In all seriousness, James, you do a great job, even if you are kind of crazy.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Zach. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
All right, we are going to take a quick break, and then we'll be right back right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show.
And we are back on the WJLX Scoreboard Show. I'm Patrick Hanna with Nick Norris, Brian Hell, and James Phillips. And
Rocco.
Rocco is here with us as well. And we also have on the phone with us from the Oakman Wildcats coaching staff, Coach Jeff Ward. Jeff, how you doing, buddy? You there, Jeff? Jeff, you there?
Yes, I am.
There we go.
All right, there we go. We got the phones and stuff working. Hey, buddy, thanks for calling in. Tell us about the game tonight.
Man, it was awesome. I think this is a game that these guys needed, kids needed more than anything. You know, coming off a tough loss. These past few games have been tough losses. Having 3 games has been 17 points or less. You know, maybe putting 4 or 5 minutes on each one. I mean, throughout that, you know, we coming out and we undefeated. So I think that tonight has been a big pickup. A lot of energy going through the locker room after this win. So I'm excited for them. I'm excited for the guys. Hopefully it can keep us going for next week and the week after.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So tell us about I think you guys got a bye week this upcoming week. Who do y'all play next?
We got Gordo. So it's
Gordo.
coming to toughest part. Got Gordo and Winfield right back to back, coming off of this bye week. But I'm glad it's a bye week. Get our guys rested, you know, get them healed up and energized and ready to go for these next 2 weeks of going through this gauntlet.
Yeah, that's a tough gauntlet coming out of the bye week and having Gordo and Winfield back to back. But I got faith in you and the coaching staff down there to get them coached up and get them ready. And one thing that I know about the Wildcats football is you guys play until the final whistle. You guys fight it out.
Yes, sir. That's the way we coach them. And we got young guys, man, that fight to the end. They don't know anything about giving up, and so that's all I ask. That's all we need, and that's all they give. And so that's always going to be it. It's our number one thing is never give up fighting. Our motto is work. You know, try to outwork everybody. And so that's been our thing. That's been our goal, you know, in every game that we have played. And even though when it looks like, you know, we're going to turn out or it's going to just go downhill, you know, we still continue to work and stay steady with it. And it pays off right there at the end. It's just few games, man. It's just right there. It's not enough. But I think they're learning.
Now, Coach, I know that the bye weeks can be a little weird, and they're very much needed. And a lot of times teams come out fired up after that game. Is there something about a bye week that just gets teams itching? They're going to watching other schools that week, wishing they were out there. And do you think there's anything to that where they come out a little more fired up? Do you think it's a mix of the healing factor and what would you say is kind of the vibe of a team after a bye week?
I think it's a little bit of both. You have the healing part of it, and they know they got to be locked in and ready coming into that next week. But the part of it of it gets, I guess, grueling after 5 weeks, and you're coming off the summer, and so you're going from summer straight into the season, and you got 5 games in, and so it's a tough time. And so I think what the bye week does, it rejuvenates them just because they're doing without football for that week. You still practicing, but you don't have a game. It's just like you going back to the summer again. And so to know, at the end of this thing, like we're going to get back fired up, like it means something to them. So I think that the bye week is huge just because it prepares them, for that next week. But it also gives them like, man, this could be taken away in a minute. This week here is like it's tough. And so I think that's the biggest thing. It's coming into that. It's the energy of it. Is man, I done rejuvenated. I got energy, and I done missed this thing enough. 4 or 5 days. I'm ready to get back at it. And if you got guys that really love it, I mean that's what it should be. If you got guys that's not, then you can turn for the worst. But I think we got some guys that really love this game that they're gonna hate it. When they get back, they're gonna be ready.
Coach, they always, when we think about weeks, we always think about the players resting up, but the hours that you guys put into it, I know that it's a nice little break for y'all to get readjusted as well. Is that something you're looking forward to?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little bit more family time. Having knowing that it's Gordo though coming back in and Winfield, we're trying to get everything that we can to make sure we're prepared and get them prepared. That's our biggest goal is to make sure that. And so it gives us a little bit more time. We don't have to feel rushed, or we only got 3 days, 4 days to get it all prepared. That we actually got, a whole week, 4 or 5 maybe 6, 7, 8 days to get everything the way we need it. So it really put a little less pressure on us of getting ready and prepared, and we can have a little time to breathe and enjoy the things that's around us as well.
Give us some more homework assignments.
That's it.
Very good. Well, Coach, kind of last thing, at least for me, and then I'll give it to Patrick as well. But do you have any? I know I'm sure you saw something good out of every one of your players tonight. But do you have any standouts in your mind? Anybody you want to shout out that had an exceptionally good game tonight?
I know it's probably cliche that every coach says it, but it's not, man. Tonight was really a team effort. We had a lot of guys touching the ball on offense that scored. Of course, Tyler did his thing. He had, I think, 4 or 5 touchdowns. So I mean, he was clutch. But having him and in the backfield, you're looking for it. You're looking for that from him. And that's being a small school and the players that we have and the young as we are. You got to look for a senior to really carry the load. And I promise you, he definitely did that tonight with the 4. And then also you have Barrett. That's an 8th grader. I go from talking about a senior at running back to an 8th grader at quarterback that really came out and did a great job controlling the game, managing the game, making the throws that he need to. And I have to give a shout-out to another little 8th grader that scored right there in the fourth quarter, Jack Gunner Caffey. I was so proud of him. This is an 8th grader that's young, that's been the practice over and over and getting beat up on and pounded on, and to see tonight pay off for that touchdown for him, like, it was awesome. And as far as on the defensive end, I think my guys did a great job. They was disciplined for the most part. They scored 13, little fall apart, but a lot of mistakes that they can learn from. That's the main thing. As long as they're learning, that's the biggest part about it. But as far as defense, it was another little team effort, and I was proud of them. Ledger Martin, of course, is one of the leaders that's out there. Barrett Painter playing both sides. He's a leader at safety that did a good job, had an interception. And then you had a few other little kids that stepped up that haven't really had that time, but like Josh Wallace, Tanner Hampton, Griff Jones. It's a lot of them. I could go on and on. T.J. Rogers, I could go on and on about what the team effort that they had, and that's the best thing about this. There's no stars. It's everybody going out and doing their job. And the last person, I can't forget this one, but Chris Shepard. It was his birthday tonight, and he really made a huge play on the goal line for a 2-point conversion. So I was proud of him with that.
That's awesome, man. And it sounds like you guys are, like you were saying, are very young. So we might have a Wildcat team to talk about here in a couple of years with so many of these younger guys out there. Coach, I also know you also coach basketball and all as well. Is there anything exciting that you want to kind of give us a little preview to for basketball season?
Man, listen, I'm telling you. Coach Driver being here, coming in from Walker or Jasper. When I graduated, it was Walker. But coming in from Jasper, man, it has really helped us out big time as far as the program, being there to help, being there to support, helping the guys out and grow like it's supposed to. I'm just looking for a lot of energy, a lot of fun. A lot of kids is excited about being a part of it. We got I'm coaching the girls, and we have a lot of new faces that's going to be out there, young faces that's going to be out there. And so it's going to be years to come of experience, and learning, a lot of growing time. But the main thing, man, is the kids. Like, we have a lot of great kids, and they have great attitudes. They're all about the work. They're excited to work, and I'm just ready to bring something new. I know Oakman basketball girls especially was special at one point, and so that's my biggest goal, is try to bring it back, bring that love, bring that community love back, and really show what Oakman basketball can really be about.
That's awesome, man. And, buddy, I know your heart. I know your passion. Good friend of mine, and I'm so proud of what you've been able to do, and I'm just so thankful to have you on here so that you could share your heart, share your passion with what you guys are doing down there in Oakman with football and with basketball, but most importantly, you guys investing in these students and all, and we appreciate you and appreciate your time that you took out to talk to us tonight.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for having me. It's a great opportunity, and Patrick, anytime, I'm here. I would love to always spread the word and spread the love. It's always a blessing to do it.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you for calling with us, and that's Coach Jeff Ward calling in from Oakman, from the Oakman Wildcats. We're going to take a quick little break, and then we'll be right back with some more scores and previewing next week and talking some college football, and we might have another caller come in.
And we are back on the WJLX Scoreboard show, alongside Brian Hell and James Phillips. And we were just talking about how nice the vibe had just gotten, and James was saying that he wanted to bring it back down.
I didn't say I want to bring it back.
You said
I probably would bring it back.
You had said there wasn't enough hate in this world?
No, I did not say that. I sign off on my show every day saying to be kind and love. That's exactly what I say.
I misunderstood you. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No, that was a great call, though, and Oakman really had a great game tonight, and it sounds like they had so many different guys to pitch in for that
young
victory.
guys at
yeah,
that.
and a lot of young guys. So that's a good sign to see for the future.
Yeah, well, you scored 62 points. There's a lot of people getting into the end zone. We'll go through those scores really quickly. We're not going to talk in depth about them at this point. We have a lot, but Jasper gets their fifth win, 30-13 over Athens. Good Hope beats Cordova, 34-6. Hamilton beats Curry, 48-21. Dora gets beat by Fultondale, 29-14. Vonmont handles Carbon Hill, 38-6. Oakman, as we said, wins big over Hanceville, 62-13. Cold Springs beats Winston County, 44-18. Lynn gets an easy win with a forfeit from Summoning Christian. Meek beats Waterloo, 64-6, and then number 6 Addison beats number 5 Hackleburg, 46-16.
Well, we also got a comment here on the live feed from Sebastian Black that says, "Good job so far this season to everybody at WJLX."
Oh, thank you, Sebastian. Yeah,
buddy.
we miss you, man. He
Speak for yourself.
so at least one
I was gonna say
misses
one.
here.
I coached that kid in basketball one year. And
Yeah.
Oh my gracious.
Was he great?
No, he wasn't great. No, he wasn't great. No, Sebastian's a great kid. I'm a longtime friend with his dad. We graduated high school together.
I miss my buddy. We had a great show here at B&B. I absolutely loved it. I'm hoping one day that maybe we could get in here for a one-timer.
Yeah.
Hoping, but I really enjoyed it. Miss him.
Yeah, he did this show with me a couple years ago for a few episodes, and it was always a lot of fun. So then he got a crazy cool job for a while. I don't know if that's what he's still up to.
I think he does a few different things, but he was following Cat Williams around.
Yeah,
and still
yeah.
does some of that, I think.
Yeah.
So
And if you've ever heard him tell that story, it's really cool. He just like DM'd him saying like, "Hey, your merch sucks. I can do better." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Okay, come on."
yeah,
And he hired him right there. Like,
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hope you're doing well. Thank you for commenting as well.
Well, he also sends another comment that says, "Never miss James Phillips." Just kidding. Much love to James and all of us at WJLX.
there you go.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Just a reminder on our scores here before we transition to a little college football talk. 2 for Curry, 2 for Winston County on the game coming up. Pat has Curry 21-17. Brian has Curry 36-34. I have Winston County 30-28. Zach has Winston County 40-14.
And are you guys going to let Timmons give his at some point? I mean,
Yes.
He said he probably wouldn't call in tonight because everything got so wholesome. But that he
We're trying to bring that vibe back down. though.
yeah, but he would put a pick out there at some point. I think he may break the tie in on our side.
I was
so.
trying
gonna
to
say.
ease us back in here to give him an opening.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do. So if you'd like to text or call us, feel free to give us that score there. And
Well, and he is
Explain yourself.
Timmons is a Curry graduate too.
oh yeah,
Yeah, so
He said that he'll give his score at a later date. He was going to bed because he was shocked about Nick and Zach's pick.
it would be really funny if he picked Winston County.
it would. Yeah, it really would.
In the
think he's
interest
good.
of diplomacy, I'm going to kind of play Jim Ross here and just be the play-by-play announcer.
Right.
But if y'all want to start up a war, I'm allowing it.
I'm not. No war.
James said he's going to buy a ticket. He's going.
Yeah, well, I'll be at Jasper and Dora, which
You take the
I was about to say, I'll be right there with you.
which I'm not too like. I mean,
That
Dora
was
is
gonna
my
be,
alma mater.
that's what's going to be my
Alright.
question. What's your thoughts about that? I mean, because you're
Oh.
broadcasting for Jasper, but you
Yeah.
also have your ties from graduating from Dora.
Right, and it's been something that I've had to like do over the years because my son played at Jasper, so I had to pull for Jasper over Dora, and now I'm the voice of the Vikings, so I got to pull for the Vikings.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's one of those years where if I wasn't pulling for the Vikings in this one, it'd be crazy. but Dora, I really Woody and I talked about this earlier tonight. Dora is one of those programs that go through cyclical eras, and I think they're just in an era right now where they don't have as many athletes as they have had in the past. Chavis Williams does an incredible job teaching those kids and having them be great young men. It's just the fact that they just don't have as many horses as a lot of other people right now, and you got to have that to win football games. So, but I think they continue to fight. They're not giving up, but it's going to be quite an uphill battle when they come to Cairo.
This kind of reminds me of the year when Jasper went 1-9.
Yeah,
Is what it kind of reminds me of
It
for
is.
Dora. And from just what I've been able to gather, and me and Nick's been able to gather from being in here, is that they might be going through a rebuild process.
yeah. Well, there was a time in the late '90s, early 2000s. I think it was like '99, 2000, where Dora went 1-19 over a couple years, and I mean that may be where they're at. I hope it's not fallen to that level, but a couple years later, then you see them making it to the third round of the playoffs.
Right.
But it's just you got to take your lumps sometimes.
And guys, I think it's really interesting. They're in an actual rebuilding phase outside of athletics.
That's
That's a
true.
brand new school coming
Right.
in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're about to see massive changes come to Dora, and I think their football team is going to reflect that as they grow.
Yeah.
They do.
Word for Thompson.
And right now, they're the
Yeah.
only football program in East Walker County. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I'm not counting JV. Sorry.
Wow. Southern Christian hater. You just keep
Wow.
bringing the vibes down. We do have some college football finals tonight. Tulsa did end up beating Oklahoma State 19-12. Iowa ended up running up a little bit on Rutgers compared to where they were. 38-28 is the final in that one.
That's got to be a high score record for Iowa. I don't know the last time they scored 30 points because they're always they're always like in the teens and 20s.
Yeah.
Got some games tomorrow on the SEC slate. UAB is traveling to Knoxville to face off number 15 Tennessee.
If y'all don't mind, we need to make sure that Tennessee fans realize that even though they beat UAB, that's not the same as beating Bama or Auburn. Okay,
Right, yeah.
I realize that up in there in the Vile land, things are a little slow up there. But okay, just because
Man,
you beat
y'all thought I was the one. Like,
I don't know if those Tennessee schools view University of Alabama at Tuscaloosa any different than the one in Birmingham right now.
they don't. As a matter of fact, from living up there, I can tell you most of the fans view Auburn as just a subsidiary of Alabama.
well, a lot of them, they've been kicked by a mule or whatever, and it's difficult for them to see until they get kicked by the mule again. So then they can tell if it's UAB or UAT or, that sort of thing.
Well, I kind of feel bad for Tennessee because I really thought they had Georgia beat in that game and stuff last week.
I've never felt bad for the University of Tennessee.
I know, yeah.
Guys, look, Bobby Hill is their coach. I mean, come on.
He does kind of look like Bobby Hill, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Especially in the remake. Or, the reboot.
Yeah.
I mean, I am the only Auburn fan in the room, so.
Yeah, let's keep that quiet, too.
Well, trust me, they hate you guys as much as
Yeah,
they
they
I
do,
know they
yeah,
do.
yeah,
I know they do, yeah.
Number 22, Auburn. Speaking of them, is traveling to Norman to face off against number 11, Oklahoma. They are a 6.5 point underdog.
That's
Auburn.
the one I'm looking forward to.
Mhm.
I think this is going to be a really fun one to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got Oklahoma's old quarterback going back to Norman. I mean, he's played
Yeah.
there. He knows every situation there. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
Arkansas is traveling to Memphis. Tulane is at number 13, Ole Miss. Northern Illinois is at Mississippi State. South Carolina is at number 23, Missouri. And then Florida is at number 4, Miami. And, Brian, you're a big Florida fan.
Let me
He
just
loves
say
the
it like
Gators.
this.
He does.
Yeah.
Guys, y'all don't understand how big this is for Miami. They hate anybody that is not in their direct area. So if they see Florida or Florida State, that's fighting for them.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, you can go back to previous years. Miami starts to lose to one of those teams, they'll start to fight. Florida's not used to that.
Do you guys know how much Brian loves Florida? I came in to the newspaper office one Saturday during college football season, and Brian always sat in the back of the newsroom. And, Saturdays there was really nobody there, but I walk in, and there's Brian Hale sitting at his desk in the back watching the Florida Gators, wearing nothing but his boxer shorts and a Florida flag wrapped around him doing the Gator chomp. And it was the strangest thing I've ever seen.
When I first
James,
met him,
what did you drink before you came in here?
when I first met him, he had on a Tebow jersey and he spiked his hair like Tebow did.
Oh, yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Y'all are drunk.
Hey, but now a team that I think we all could root for because, they never win anything is Mississippi State. And, man, they are on a roll so far.
Yeah.
Like, they've really played well. I got a lot of friends in Starkville from my time in Mississippi and friends in Oxford, too. But State, I'm liking what we're seeing so far out of them.
Yeah. They're hosting Northern Illinois. So.
Yeah.
And don't forget about Vandy, too. Vandy's on a roll, too.
Number 20, Vandy. They are hosting Georgia State.
Okay, normally I'm a big Vandy fan. I cannot stand Pavia.
You're a big Vandy fan?
Yeah, I've been a big Vandy fan for years.
But you don't like Pavia?
Nobody's
You don't like the one good player they've had the last 50 years?
No, honestly, you see, I like the James Franklin era because we saw him a lot and dealt with him a lot at media days. We actually had a Vandy player come from Parrish, and dealing with them was just great. Pavia, yeah, Jaquez Kirk. Pavia, he basically reminds me of Johnny Manziel.
Now, do you know, though, that even people who graduated from Vandy have never said the words, I'm a big Vandy fan?
That's what I was getting at.
Like,
Do you realize, though, in sports, if you wear around Vandy stuff, nobody says, "Oh yeah."
Well,
No.
yeah, that's
I mean,
not
that's
true.
they just kind of just
Well,
pity you.
well, I
would
mean, they
just be
don't know who you
confused.
are.
Yeah.
I thought I would figure maybe you attended a spelling bee when you're in 4th grade there. or
Right,
something.
yeah.
Went to a national one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've always found that the Vandy stuff is pretty cheap around here if you can get your hands on it. And
Yeah.
if you're walking around, look, if you wear, let's just say you wear Arkansas stuff, you're probably going to get ragged on pretty good.
Yeah.
You wear Vandy stuff, people are just like, really? Are you
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll feel bad for you.
Yeah.
Well, another SEC school that you can think about that would be a good one to kind of cheer for right now, and that's also been in the media, is South Carolina, because their coach has been connected to the new opening at Virginia Tech.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
Me personally, I hope he doesn't go because you don't want to live in your father's shadow. You want to develop your own legacy, and you've done a great job at South Carolina.
That's true.
I think that would be a step back for him. But they've got Sellers as their quarterback, which I think he's out this week.
Yeah, he was injured last week. He got injured in the game.
But they were close to making the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And they're
probably should've been.
and they're showing that wasn't a one season thing.
Yeah, definitely not a fluke.
I tell you what, did y'all see some of the remarks by Will Muschamp about the loss South Carolina took to Vandy?
I don't get a lot of Will Muschamp stuff on my feed.
Well,
these days.
let's just
I
say
don't follow him on any social media.
it made billboards because apparently he was just like, well, I never lost to Vandy when I was at South Carolina.
Well, he never beat anybody else. So.
Yeah, I was about to say he
That's
didn't
the
win
problem.
I'll take him as a defensive coordinator, but not as a head coach.
Right.
No, I think he's got a couple of screws loose.
Well,
you
speaking
ever
of-
see some of his sideline rants?
Speaking of somebody that's kind of been butchering their press conferences, we've got LSU, number 3 LSU. They are hosting Southeast Louisiana.
He's so boring. I mean, I want Ed Orgeron back.
I mean, the most exciting thing I seen from Kelly was when he showed some excitement when he was ripping into a reporter over a stupid question.
Yeah.
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 We're used to that watching Bama football. How many times have we seen Saban do that? I've seen him do that in press conferences, like being there, rip into
I
somebody.
saw him do that to you in a press conference one
He's
time.
never. There is no way. I knew exactly what not to say to do.
Brian made sure he asked him about oatmeal cream pies, so he didn't get it. You know, he's not going to be mad talking about that.
That's
Or
right.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't get mad at Coca-Cola.
Right.
Or his grandkids. I asked him about that.
Brian, that reporter should have known better. I mean, just
Right.
ask that student athlete that wanted out of that tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Sam Houston is going to number 8 Texas. And that's going to wrap up the SEC slate. We do have a couple other ranked matchups. Number 17, Texas Tech, is at number 16, Utah. And the Utes are a 3.5-point favorite. Number 9, Illinois, is at number 19, Indiana. The Hoosiers are a 6.5-point favorite. Not a whole lot of huge games tomorrow, but there's a few interesting matchups.
Well, I know there'll be a lot of people tuning into that Texas one to see which Arch Manning is going to show up, because
Yeah.
he had that rough first game, then he kind of bounced back, and then he went 3 steps backwards after that.
Yeah, I don't blame him for that first game.
I don't either. That's big prime time
Yeah,
and all, but
best defense in the nation probably.
yeah, and this game that he just had, it's like
Yeah, that one's a little
It's a
more
question mark.
concerning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question, and I say this in all seriousness. If he continues to struggle in the era of the NIL, how much are we going to see Texas pony up to get a quarterback? We just saw Miami do that, $4 million with Carson Beck. That's not Texas money, that's Miami money. How much money are we going to see them pony up?
he'll be right up there with Phil Knight in Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the world that we live in, and I don't
Yeah.
really like it.
I don't either.
I mean, how long are we going to start seeing 5th and 6-year eligibility petitions so they can stay and make more money in college than they can in the pros?
Well, and that's the other thing too. And you're teaching these kids that commitment doesn't mean anything.
No, of course not.
They did change the transfer window this week.
Yeah, they did do that,
Yeah.
and I was glad to see that
Yeah,
aspect.
I think that was a good move.
Well, that's all the college football for this week, right?
Yeah.
And Alabama's not playing, so let's go to some real football in the NFL.
All right, let's talk about the NFL. Last night, Buffalo beat up on Miami 31-21. It was close up until the end. Tua had a pretty bad interception to close out the game. Did you get to watch any of that one?
Yeah, I watched the very end of it, and I was keeping up with it through the night a little bit. I've got James Ford, is that right? James Cook.
James Cook.
James Cook for the Bills is on both of my fantasy football teams.
Okay.
And I'm so glad I picked him because he's been awesome so far this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, he played well, and I think Buffalo is a team. This is the year they get over that Chiefs hump. You know, because the Chiefs are looking rough.
Yeah.
They're too busy planning Travis Kelce's wedding.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
As far as Sunday, we're going to start the day with Steelers at the Patriots. I'm a big Steelers fan. But,
Hey, James, you know what else is Sunday? WrestlePalooza.
No,
Oh, that's Saturday. Oh, it's Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
And AEW All Out and New Era Wrestling Do or Die at Swan Gym. So
Got a lot going on.
Full day of wrestling.
I'm telling you.
tomorrow.
All right. We also have 12 o'clock window. Bengals and Vikings. They're going to be without Joe Burrow, of course, for the next 3 months at least. Colts at the Titans. Texans at the Jaguars. Falcons at Panthers. Rams at Eagles. Jets at the Bucks. A lot of 12 o'clock games. Raiders at Commanders. This can't be right. It can't be this.
Yeah,
Packers
the
at Browns.
Commanders.
Broncos at Chargers.
Who's the Browns playing?
The Browns have the Packers.
Browns are my team.
Really?
Yeah, I've loved them since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I think you need balance in life, and I'm an Alabama fan, so I needed to be a Browns fan.
Yeah,
You know?
that's
But
fair.
I loved watching them when like Bernie Kosar was the quarterback, and they'd play in the snow all the time. It was just cool to watch.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's why I picked them.
And you don't understand why I like Vandy, and you're a Browns fan?
Nah, man, what are you gonna do?
Did you watch Hard Knocks last year?
I did.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
See,
liked it. I liked
I've
it
got
about it.
Jaden Daniels on my fantasy team, and he's out this week.
Yeah, he's hurt.
But I've got a good backup. I got Caleb Williams.
Oh, there you go.
You know, he's got a good quarterback coach and quarterback whisperer, and Ben Johnson that came from the Lions.
Yeah.
So
Well, and he's gonna get some fantasy points. He's not gonna win many games.
no, but
So
I'm
he's
I'm
gonna
just
get
I'm in it
fantasy
for the
points.
points.
Yeah,
I'm in first place right now, and I
Yeah.
want to be able to keep it.
You all have a team you follow?
I really follow the Cowboys.
Okay.
You know, I was a big Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman fan growing up. And so I've been with the Cowboys through the ups and downs and more downs and more downs.
Yeah, a lot of downs.
Yeah,
since,
yeah,
like,
a lot of downs.
1990.
Yeah, we'll probably stay down until Jerry Jones decides to give it up.
Have you watched the documentary on Netflix?
Yes,
That's
it's
really
a very,
good.
very
Yeah.
good documentary.
It was
very,
really
very
good.
good.
Yeah.
What about you, Brian? You have a team?
I don't like pro football, and
I
Just-
used
you're
to
just a
work.
Vandy fan.
I used to work for an NFL team.
He
on
worked
top
for the
of that.
Jaguars for a
Yeah.
while.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't really think that the NFL pays enough attention to the areas that they're not in. Like they could be playing, the Hawks. The Falcons. They could be playing some of their preseason games in Birmingham. No, they don't. They hold them there in Atlanta, and nobody comes to them. Well, you want to know something? Maybe if you start holding games in, maybe Little Rock, or maybe Birmingham, or maybe host them even in Bismarck, North Dakota. I guarantee you, if they were to host some of these in these cities, they would pack it out.
Yeah.
But you know what? They don't care. And therefore, I don't really particularly care about the NFL. It's kind of over dramatized anyway to me.
I'm going to run through these from my phone dies the rest of the day here. The 3 o'clock window, we've got Broncos at Chargers, Saints at Seahawks, Cardinals at 49ers, Cowboys at Bears, and then our Sunday night football game, Chiefs and Giants. Monday night football, Lions and Ravens.
Hey, what's the spread on the Broncos game?
Broncos. Oh, my phone going to die? No. The Chargers are 2.5-point favorites, 45.5 total.
I say take the Chargers.
Take the Chargers.
Yeah, that's my pick of the week.
That's the James Phillips lock.
There you go.
Guarantee.
Do it.
If anything does not go right, you are legally allowed to sue him.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But if you win, you got to pay me. You got to pay me 15%.
What do you guys think of Oklahoma? The score on Oklahoma Auburn tomorrow, just for grins and giggles.
Oh man, I mean, that's a tough game to pick because it's in Norman. Oklahoma has looked so much better this year. Auburn's got a lot of question marks, I think. I mean, they haven't really played a tough opponent yet. I'm going with Oklahoma. I think at home, if it was at Auburn, I'd probably go Auburn close. But I think Oklahoma's going to win that one in a really close game.
See, I think it's going to be close too. And as an Auburn fan, you're right. I mean, Baylor's probably been the toughest opponent. South Alabama played them a good game.
Yeah.
I think Auburn was looking ahead
Yeah,
in
I
that
think
one.
so.
And with what me and Nick talked about at the start, are we going to see a full package of Jackson Arnold? Because we've seen Jackson Arnold in some games do it with his feet.
Right.
And then we've seen a game where he's done it with his arm to show people that, hey, I am a true dual threat guy. But I want to see it all in one game.
Right.
The defense has been in bend don't break mentality. We saw a lot of that tonight with Jasper as well. And so I think I'm staying true to Auburn, but I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to come down to a field goal. I think special teams is what's going to win it.
I think it's going to be about that close too. I don't even know which way I'm going to go with it. I mean, maybe Oklahoma because it's at home.
Yeah.
But it's going to be close. I
And
think.
Oklahoma, like I said, is one of the top 5 toughest places to play.
Yeah.
What you got, Brian?
Honestly, right now, guys, I'm kind of thinking Oklahoma maybe 35 to 28. I think it's going to be a really high quick. But I started watching Oklahoma last year when they had to deal with a lot of their injuries, and I was just kind of like, these guys that are out injured, they're like juniors, and a lot of these guys that are in there are sophomores. This Oklahoma team, is probably going to be one of the most formidable teams that we'll see in the SEC.
Okay, well, I got a text from Timmons. We need to hit the legal ID. So we're going to take a break. And we've been on for an hour and 45 minutes. So we're going to wrap it up when we come back.
I'm going home. I'm not going to be back when you come back.
Okay, James Phillips, everybody. And imagine there's a applause
Yes,
button right here.
I hear it in my head all the time.
Thank you. Very good. Appreciate you joining us so late tonight.
See you, Rocco.
See you, Rocco. All right, we'll be right back here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show. And we're back on the WJLX Scoreboard Show, and we did not realize how much time has passed tonight, had we, Patrick?
No, we didn't. We didn't realize it.
We've just been having a great time, some great conversations, some good friends. I should say great friends. I don't know why I went good on that one. It's a great time, great conversation. People's all right. Great friends as well. And it's been a fun night. Brian, you don't stop working here, I feel like, but you've been here late with us tonight. We appreciate it, man.
Oh, I'm taking tomorrow off, guys.
There you go.
I tell you what.
Oh, yeah, no,
you
Alabama.
will only hear me say this once a year, but I am taking tomorrow off. I am turning on college football all day long. I'm playing video games, and if anybody needs anything, find somebody else.
I'm going to call you at 7 a.m. and be like, hey, man, just seeing if you're up.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you want me to go ahead and give you my player of the game pick? Or do you...
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and do that, because I will tell you, honestly, I will be giving my phone to my daughter and just letting her, so anybody who calls, I won't be hearing it.
There you go. That sounds pretty good. I think I'll sleep in a little bit, too. We're going to go to the farmer's market there in Birmingham, but I'm going to sleep in a little bit before we do that. So.
Hey, enjoy it. Enjoy it all the way.
Yep. And I'll be watching plenty of football, too. We got a lot of football going on. And enjoy it, because there's not going to be a lot of high school football this week, as we talked about. And be sure if you can. I think Jasper's the only home game in Walker County.
Yeah, but guys, Tuesday,
Not a
it
bands.
goes without saying, night of bands.
Yes.
This is the only time that we will have all 7 of our Walker County teams present.
That's awesome.
That doesn't even happen in athletics anymore. So this is a reason to celebrate.
Yeah.
I will say I went to Blunt County's Night of the Bands just last week. My old school that I taught at last year, Cleveland. They did a great job. They hosted it. They actually won tonight. They got a win tonight, won 33-26. And my good friend Don Camp, he's the assistant principal there. He's actually getting into broadcasting. He's been interested in it for a long time, and he's calling games now on the air for them in a similar way we do here. So I want to give him a shout out. But yeah, their Night of the Bands was awesome. I know Walker County's is going to be just as awesome because I mean we have some amazing bands in this county.
Absolutely.
So absolutely, if you can be there Tuesday, be there. And if you need something to do Friday, you should come to the Jasper game. Support our local teams. I say that every week, not just because I'm a Jasper employee. I say to go to all the teams in the county, but this is the only one this week, right? In Walker County. So
Yep.
I mean, you got Curry going to Winston County. It's not that far of a drive and stuff. So
yeah.
That's something that we've actually kicked around. We might have enhanced coverage, maybe sideline coverage, stuff like that. We might be doing something very interesting for this game this week, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love to get in on the pregame show. That was
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I honestly would really love to set up a pregame show at Kiro this week. I think it would be a lot of fun. And even if we don't do it at the end zone, maybe in the Golden Viking room overlooking the field.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things that we can do, but I think this is a special week for all of us. I think we should really treat it like that.
Very soon, we're about to have a very
Yeah.
professional media studio in Jasper High School that I'm alongside JJ getting to put together, and it's going to be pretty cool. So they're going to allow us to do a lot of stuff there too as well.
Awesome.
Nice.
So we may do some coaches interviews and player interviews there eventually, and sit down, and it's going to look like a real new studio. It's going to be awesome. So if
Yeah, let's see if we can set something up for a pregame show. See if we can talk JJ into letting us do something.
I'm sure we could do that.
I think we can.
Yeah.
Now, guys, there is something in the works, though, that I think guys should be aware of. We are looking to have the Coach Heath Burns show again.
Oh.
I will be meeting with Coach on that, but we are looking to do that. We don't know what location yet. But Coach Burns has been very excited of that, so that's something. Look, I don't know. I had so much fun last year with Viking basketball. I
Yeah.
cannot wait to do this again, and there's just so much. We're also maybe looking at doing a little wrestling show with Coach Otis. And Coach
Yeah.
Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that'd be great. I hope so.
Stay tuned.
Absolutely. JJ just texted me.
Uh-oh,
He
there we
said,
go.
Pregame show check mark.
Boom. There we go. JJ coming through.
JJ, that man don't sleep. He
No,
just
he
works,
don't. He
man.
works.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening. We had a great time tonight. We hope you did too, joining us. Thank you, Brian, for always coming on here.
Absolutely. I
hanging
had a
out.
blast, guys.
Thank you to James and Zach for also calling in, and for our coaches that are willing to talk to us after an emotionally and physically draining day coaching.
Yes.
We really do appreciate that, and we recognize how much energy that takes to do anything other than just collapse after coaching a football game. So thank you to everybody that gives us the time of day, that listens to our show. We really do appreciate you. We hope to see you at Night of the Bands Tuesday. And where's that going to be at?
It's at Kiro.
Yep.
All right, there you go. We hope to see you there Tuesday, Jasper High School, and we hope to see you there again on Friday, or supporting Curry at that game as well. Either way, just come out and support a high school, man.
Put in a
does
lot of
good.
work.
That's right. People put in a lot of work to make these happen. Thank you again, guys. Appreciate you, and we can't wait to see you again next week. Hopefully on a show that does not go for 2 hours. Right here on the WJLX Scoreboard Show. Have a great night.